Hey, welcome everybody to Graduate Student Thesis Project Part 1, or GSTP Part 1. If you don't know this already, this is Denise DeLuca, your instructor. I think I've had most of you before, but if not, I look forward to meeting you soon in a meeting that we'll have soon. Okay, so welcome to the class. In this little video, I just want to tell you what's expected of the course overall, and then what's expected of you this week. All right, and as you probably already know, the goals of this course are mainly to, at the very beginning, and right in weeks 3 and 4, you're going to choose your thesis advisor and 2 committee members. So you're going to select them and then have them secured. You're going to have your advisor-student learning contract signed with your thesis advisor. You don't need one with your committee members. And you're going to give contact information for your advisor and your 2 committee members to Cindy Gilbert, director of this program, okay? So you're responsible for securing your advisor and your committee members, and then submitting a signed advisor-student learning contract to the director. And you can find that in the back of your student handbook, all right? The other big thing you're going to be doing, and it's going to be due in week 5, is submitting a thesis proposal. All right, and you're going to go over your thesis proposal with your advisor and your committee members. And once everyone agrees to what your proposal is, you're going to sign a thesis plan with them, which you also submit to the director. And all of that is leading up to doing a fantastic thesis project. And this semester, you're going to choose your project and get it well underway before the end of the semester. And if, ideally, you could even get it done. But you have some time in GSTP2 to finish up loose ends on that. You're also going to begin and get as far as you can on your web-based portfolio. Some of you have done that already. And towards the end of the semester, you're going to have your web-based portfolio done as far as you can, because you have to submit some more portfolio postings for the remainder of your classes. And then the big deal is by the end of the semester, you're going to get your final draft of your thesis paper done. And by draft, we mean it's a complete draft as far as you can get it. It's going to have the formatting that's required of this program, and also the MLA in-text citations and MLA reference list formatting just perfect. And it's going to be around 10 pages. Okay, so that's what's expected of you by the end of this semester. Sorry about that. One thing you're going to become very familiar with is the student handbook. And you might want to note that there's a brand new edition. So whatever edition you have, which I believe is the 2013 version, Cindy Gilbert just posted the revised version, and there are a few changes in there that you're going to want to review. And I'll just tell you real quickly what the big changes are. Some section numbers have shifted, and something you worry about next semester is that your thesis submission will be to the library through an online portal. There'll be some changes to the course framework, which may or may not affect you, where you can take 3 electives, and there's some more flexible options for required courses. And the thing that will affect you for sure is that the number of pages, as well as the font and font size, have changed for the final thesis paper. You used to be able to do pretty much what you want, and now thesis papers are limited to 75 pages, which includes references and appendices. And the font has to be either Helvetica or Times, and the font size has to be 12. Okay, so if you've already gotten started on your paper, and some of you have, just note those changes as you dive into this course. All right, so I just want to step through the table of contents of the handbook. So if you don't have it in front of you, you can go get it now. Put me on pause and go get it, or I'll just step you through it as we go. Okay, so you've already gone through your mid-program review, right? So we're going to be diving in at under the thesis advisor and committee roles. So you're going to be, as we said, I want you to go through that so you understand what an advisor is and your committee members are, and you're going to secure them and then get the paperwork into Cindy. Like I said, you're going to have your thesis proposal done. And that's something that you go over with your advisor and your committee members. And really, I encourage you to take advantage of these people. It's not very often in your life that you've got those three professionals, plus myself as instructor of the class, plus Cindy Gilbert out there to support you in your personal project. Okay, and then your final thesis project and paper, which is going to be absolutely due next semester, but you're going to make huge headway on it this semester. Your web-based portfolio is going to have, you're going to have a draft of that done. And then the big thing that you're going to be thinking about this week are those academic milestones, right? And as I'll say in one of the assignments this week, you've got this whole slew of people here to support you, but those academic milestones are your responsibility. So it's really important that you know what's expected of you, what's due, and when it's due. We've just been through too many students that go, oh, I didn't know, and it's super stressful at the end, and it just doesn't need to be that way. So I'll have you go through an activity where you translate those academic milestones into calendar dates that work for you, and then that'll become your kind of go-to schedule for the rest of this semester, and then also in GSTP 2. So by the end of this semester, your handbook's going to look something like mine, which is something like this. All right, now I just want to let you know that you actually have two options for going through this course. You can go through the course as designed, the 15 weeks. Most of the weeks you'll have some sort of assignment with feedback, although some of the weeks you're just going to be working on your project or your paper. You'll have occasional progress meetings with me. You can tap into all the resources that are available through the assignments and also in Blackboard on the thesis resources if you haven't seen it already. And this is the default option, so this is what you're expected to do. However, we understand that some of you have already gotten an advisor and committee, or you may have already started in on your project. You may have already actually made some headway on your paper. If that's the case, you have an option to meet the main goals of this course independently. So you won't have the regular weekly assignments and due dates like that. You will have regular progress meetings with me. You can tap into any or all of the resources that are available for this class. If you want to do this and just meet those goals that we talked about on your own, you're welcome to do so, but you have to petition me for this option, and I'll go over your petition with Cindy, and then we'll decide if that's the appropriate option for you. But please do consider that option if you already know how to do MLA citations, you know how to use Word, you know how to do table of contents and all that, and you really want to use the time allotted to this class for getting your work done. All right, so each assignment that you submit is going to be graded, and it'll get a standard letter grade, but at the end of the course, you'll either get a pass or a fail, and as with all courses in this program, a pass is a C- or better. All right, so this week, you're going to explore the handbook, that lovely handbook. You're going to explore the thesis resources that are available in this class in Blackboard, and if you haven't seen it, it's on that menu to the left, and it's called Thesis Resources. Just explore everything that's there, so you go, oh man, that's great, I didn't know that was there. And right, and then think about your options, whether you're going to go through the course as designed, or if you would rather test out. And then contact me with your choice, and again, you'll need a petition to opt out of regular assignments if that's your choice. And then get to work. You've got 3 things you've got to turn in this week. One is to translate academic milestones. The next is to gather a list of potential advisors and committee members. And then either revise your thesis brief after your mid-program review, or work on your thesis project and paper and let me know what you're working on, okay? Even if you're going to opt out of this class, I want you to submit your academic milestones and then let me know who your advisor and committee members are. If you haven't done so, go ahead and gather those list of resources. All right, that's it for this video. Welcome to GSTP 1. We're going to be, in the next couple weeks, I want you to schedule a quick meeting with me so I get to know what you're working on, what you're thinking, and then what I can do to best facilitate your way through this semester, okay? All right, I look forward to talking to each of you soon.